that song. So I broke up with my boyfriend. No, I'm just kidding. He dumped me, but no, he just thinks I'm too needy, you know? Like one time I was like, "You're not close enough," and he was like, "I'm inside you." So I just want to be included, you know what I mean? Both live in LA, we're both trying to make it in show business. I'm convinced he only wants to marry me because I'm Jewish, that he wanted to marry me, you know. I'm just kidding, he didn't want to marry me. But, no, we did have a good sex life, though, you know. We like to role play, like I'd pretend he was Jack in Titanic, and he pretended I wasn't completely crazy, so, yeah. One time I told him to dress up like a handsome stranger, and he told me to dress up as someone without intimacy issues, so, yeah. Played lots of games. You know, we were together a while, so we played lots of games. Like, made up this one game called Gimme Kisses, where I said, "Gimme kisses," and he was like, "No," so it was going well, you know what I mean? Pet names, too, you know, like Baby or Sweetie or You're Still Here, but, yeah. Did have a lot in common, though, which was really nice. Like, for the holidays last year, we wanted similar things. Like, I wanted a vacuum, and he wanted a blowjob, so... right? They're similar, right? Suction, right? I was like, well, just use the vacuum, okay? It's got 5 times the sucking strength, all right? It's a Dyson, so... yeah. Ball vac. The dick is really dirty, but, and for Halloween, he surprised me. I was like, "So what are you gonna be, babe?" And he was like, "Single." So, yeah, I know. I should have seen it coming, though, you know, because instead of candy, he just gave me all my shit back in a pillowcase, so, yeah, didn't even leave me a Snickers, that fucker. Anyway, I don't know, I never thought he'd be the one to get rid of me, you know, like, we constantly fought about how he never got rid of anything. Like, Marie Kondo, go fuck yourself, all right? Just like, what? I had newspaper clippings of accomplishments from over 20 years ago and like boxes of expired condoms. Like, figured if he's holding on to those broken dreams, he's definitely not getting rid of me, you know? Wore custom-made bell-bottoms. Terrifying. But I was like, fine, honey, if you want to live in the 70s, so will I. So I stopped grooming. And, yeah, I know. Within a week, though, got him into skinny jeans, so, right? Fucked him into this decade. Anyway, I mean, just like pushing 40 and refuse to eat vegetables. It's just broccoli. It's not a penis. Why are you gagging, you know? Man up, I do it, but, refuse to get a physical, too, which is great for my Jewy anxiety. And gentlemen, I know, getting your prostate checked is scary, but I let you do it to me, and you're not even a professional, so... I mean, blamed his erectile dysfunction on me. I had to mash up those little blue pills and hide them in the food along with the vegetables. Like, blame me for a 4-hour boner, not the other way around, buddy, you know? Blames me. God, when I start bitching about him too much, I just sound like my Jewish grandmother in my head, though. You know, like 4 years with the ding-dong pants, and maybe if you didn't smoke so much pot, you wouldn't have a busted schmeckle. It's always a fun game. Why is the schmeckle sleeping? Blame me. Oh, man. Like, wanted me to seduce him? Like, fucking seduce you? We were together years. Like, what do you want me to do? Pick you up, carry you to the bedroom? Keep saying you're a man, you know? Like, what? Like, are you a fucking woman? I don't get it. Right? Just like, and I get it, equal rights, whatever, but you keep saying you're a man from Kansas, you know? Like, you keep saying you like baseball. I didn't realize your favorite movie was A League of Their Own. That's your obsession with Madonna. Got it. I don't know. He wanted an evening to evaluate the relationship, and I'm a good girlfriend. I gave him his evening, and then showed up at his house at 12:01 a.m., you know? Evening's over, bitch! But he didn't even come to the door, but he finally let me in through an open window that I found, and and he was sleeping, so I didn't know what to do, right? I'm not one of those creepy girlfriends who like watches him sleep or anything. It's only creepy after you break up, but they just look so cute when they think they're trapped, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I was standing there thinking this, and then he wakes up and was like, whoa, were you watching me sleep? And I was like, no, weirdo. I was watching you dream. So we're not together anymore, but no, I got a lot out of the relationship. You know, he always encouraged me to make goals, so I made a goal when I was with him. I decided I was going to marry a black man. Thank you. Sucked for him, he's Pakistani, so, right? Called him a starter black, you know? Yeah, thanks. I know. He would have been here tonight, but they wouldn't let him on the plane, so... He would have been fine a week ago with the TSA workers, but... what was that, a deep cut or something? I don't know. That's so funny. Yeah, and I used to date an Asian man, so I've officially dated Harold and Kumar, you know? Right? It's like the United Nations up in my box. Right? Just go up in there, it echoes, "We are the world." Yeah, it's very inclusive, you know? I don't know. He messed with my head so much. You know, he used to lay there and just make me guess which parts of his body I could touch to turn him on. Like, I don't fucking know. What parts of your body turn you on, you know? I know what turns me on, but you don't have those parts, okay? Right? Like ambition or a 401k. Thank you. What good is a dick if it can't secure your future, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like that part because mostly women laugh. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. My friends kept saying, you guys weren't a good fit. You know, like when you throw a sweater in the dryer and then it shrinks and goes and fucks some girl in Vegas, you know? Right? And not like a cute Gap sweater either, just some cheap whore from Forever 21, you know what I mean? Right? Been trying on more times than she'd like to admit. You're right. I guess my point is you can return the sweater, but not the herpes. Anyway, or like a square peg in a round hole. That's the classic one. But that one doesn't quite work because I find that if you push hard enough, you know, chip away at it and make it fit. You know what I mean? Might be a little uncomfortable. Might be some crying on his end. But you can keep pushing and pushing and keep him there and make him turn off the game and talk about his feelings for once so the hole doesn't keep shrinking and withdrawing and shrinking and withdrawing until it can't even remember what it feels like to be touched by the peg in the first place, you know? No? Okay. Guess what I'm trying to say is now I'm just a round hole with nothing to fill it, so. At least that's what my Tinder profile says. A lot of weird hits, you know what I mean? God, I used to be a nanny, and you know, I love kids, but being a nanny for a bratty 3-year-old with the attention span of a table is just, it's the ultimate source of birth control, you know what I mean? She never wanted to do anything. Like, I don't want to take a bath. I don't want to sit on the potty. I don't want to eat the food. I'm like, fine, starve and smell. I don't care. I'm not your mother, and your mother doesn't care either. That's why she gave you to me. Finally snapped one day and sat her down, was like, look, life isn't about getting what you want. You think this is what I want to be doing? You think I want to be wiping your ass? Oh, poo, 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 poo. You know what? I have poo, poo, too. Nobody's wiping my ass, and my boyfriend doesn't look at me when we have sex. And then she asked me what sex was, so I told her. But, no, I did break down my relationship in a way that she would understand. I was like, listen, kid, this Barbie's me, and this Ken doll's my boyfriend. I'm like, oh, hey, babe, we've been dating for over a year. Why don't you want to move in with me? He's like, oh, what's the rush, babe? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you have commitment issues. Why don't you want to commit to me? Why don't you want to move in with me? Why don't you love me? I love you. 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 Jade? Jade? Long story short, I'm no longer watching that child, so. And she comes from a really wealthy family, so she was looking at a ring I was wearing one day, and she goes, I have one of those, but mine's designer. right? 3-year-old fucking said this to me. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get upset. This is a teaching moment. So I was just like, you're a twat. No, I didn't say that. That would be mean. I just told her Santa wasn't real. So, listen, I'm a Jew. Santa was never real, okay? Relax. Like I mentioned before, I live up in Los Angeles, and I don't know if it's like it in Brea, but I'm so sick of people pretending that their lives are perfect on social media, you know, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, right? It's obnoxious. It's just like, stop. What are you doing? Why are your toes pedicured? You owe me $20, Caitlin, you know? Right? Like, I don't want to see you at the beach on a Tuesday because you magically don't have to work with your toes in the sand and a Corona placed slightly to the left. And, like, they're wiggling around with the fucking boomerang, so it's just going over and over and over again, you know? I don't want to see that. I want to see you at home watching your Craigslist roommate Daryl clipping his toenails on the kitchen counter, and you can't say anything because your mom's like, pick your battles, you know? No? Okay. And I don't want to see you and your hashtag bestie from 5 minutes ago doing skinny arm and contorting yourself in the mirror with like a duck face because you're so hashtag on fleek, whatever the fuck that means, you know? It's a made-up word. Like, what is that? I just want to see you, you know, at home in your sweatpants, mooching your ex-boyfriend's Netflix, watching Friends alone because you have none, you know? Right? And you're going through a pretty bad acne breakout because you got fired from that job that you hated, and you're feeling pretty down, pretty pessimistic, despite the Maya Angelou quote you posted on your Facebook wall yesterday. Right? Might only get 3 likes on Facebook, but those likes, the real motherfuckers. It's a little struggle. That's all I want. Oh, man. Allergies have been killing me lately. I don't know, this like hot and cold back and forth or whatever. I was looking up why your nose gets congested online, and it turns out you have erectile tissue in your nose, the same tissue that's in your reproductive organs when you get aroused. So when your nose is congested, you have a nose boner. What? Right? Didn't think you were gonna learn something today. Also made me really excited for allergy season. I'm right up top. Right? You ever have those sneezes that are just so gratifying it feels like you're coming a little bit? Do you? Does he? No? She's like, achoo! Oh, God! Oh, God! No, stay right there. Don't move. Oh, I need a cigarette. So next time someone sneezes, look them dead in the eyes and go, was it good for you? That's what I do. It's always a weird day at Whole Foods, you know? But, oh, guys. You guys drinking? Who's drinking tonight? Yeah? Oh, that guy was like me. Aw, sweet. Reminds me of my dad. My dad's an alcoholic. But he's actually 8 years sober today. So there's that. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. I know. We're really proud of him. He hasn't drank since his funeral. Nice. Listen, for those of you not laughing at that, not laughing's not going to bring him back, so he can't hear you. I know, I went darker than you guys thought I was going to go. It's fine, just like the guys I date. Anyway, no, I had a weird childhood. I did. You know, my friends and I all had imaginary unicorns. Mine was black. It was the only one. But, yeah, the point was I couldn't bring it home to my dad. Yeah, I know. That's not racist. My dad is. And, he's dead, so the joke's on him. But, no, they were weird. They were weird parents. You know, they never put me on timeout. They just always told me that they were going to take a screwdriver and unscrew my belly button until my legs fell off. I know, I was scared shitless, okay? And then I met this guy when I was older with no legs and was like, whoa, what did you do? I'm Julia Jasunas. Thanks so much.